Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more 7 Days to Die gameplay. We are picking up pretty close to where we left off at the end of the last episode, and I have been saying we are now. It's 10:30 in the morning on day 5, so we've got about 2.5 days to prepare for our first horde. And I've been saying that I'm not thrilled with this rooftop, this building that I chose as our potential first base for Horde Night. I'm not thrilled with it. I don't like the fact that it's got that half block as a roof block and is going to require, everything's going to be floating up there. I've said that a bunch of times. So let's take advantage of, let's spend a half a day looking around for a better place to set up our Horde base, our first Horde base, our first week 1 Horde base, which isn't that, it doesn't have to be that complex. We've got an AK now. We've got probably about 150 rounds of ammunition for the AK. And I just wanted to run over here, which is probably going to be enough without us setting up traps, or too many traps. We'll put down some spikes and stuff, but without going to great lengths to trap our base, I think we can look around. This was the base that we stumbled on a couple of nights ago. Well, the building we stumbled across a couple of nights ago when we were running from I think a dog or timber wolf or something, and we decided to go up here for safety's sake because the dog can't climb that ladder, obviously, and decided, hey, this might be a nice base. Clearly still some zombies down inside the base. You can hear them. I like this. It's a little bigger than what I would like, but everything else I've seen has been either too small or bigger than this. So, and it is a normal rooftop where we can build here without having stuff floating. So I think I am going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this and move all of our stuff over to this base, this building, as our first Horde Night base. It's got some other stuff going for it here. Yeah, we'll deal with these guys. Okay, they're through. Hi, everybody. I want to not be burning AK-47 or 9mm ammo here. And it's daytime, so these guys shouldn't be too dangerous unless a jerk like this starts running just as we run out of stamina. You jerk. Okay, they're not running anymore. I can blow off some blunderbuss ammo here. That's not a big deal. It's just I've done this at a terrible time where my spear, it has degraded to the point where another few hits and it's going to be unusable, and our stamina is low because we're hungry. Let's just run away from these guys a little bit and take care of some maintenance here before we actually engage. And then maybe we use let's repair our spear. Let's eat something so we're not, our stamina isn't taking a hit from being so hungry. Drink something too, we're thirsty. And that should do it. We should be able to take these guys out just melee, unless we attract more attention, in which case we might want to bring in the blunderbuss. Blunderbuss ain't going to be that useful on Horde Night unless stuff gets right up in our face, and even then, unless we have a way to protect ourselves from whatever's attacking us, we can really only get in one shot before having to switch to our melee. So, let's see if we can not actually use any firearms here. You ain't that tough. Come on, come at me, bro. Level up! I got a skill point to spend and another zombie to kill. Give me your XPs, please. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Okay. All right, so let's just figure out what's going on in this building before we. Sorry, getting some frame drops here for some reason. Oh, still some guys in there who we haven't alerted yet. Let's see if we can at least whittle them down with some headshots, some sneak bonus damage headshots. These guys were probably picking up their laundry, not. They probably weren't working here. I don't know, just based on how they're dressed, unless they owned the place or were the manager or something. There's another sneaky back there. So this looks like maybe a laundromat or dry cleaning shop. That was low. I didn't headshot him. That was a headshot. Let's see what else we got going on down here. No supports back here, but we can always build some. What I'm talking about is, well, let's go. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. These supports, these columns, are crucial to a horde base. So if zombies or an exploder zombie, a suicide bomber zombie, actually take out a corner of this building, there's still plenty of support to keep the roof intact. And that's really important for us. Oh my gosh, and look at this. It's got bulletproof glass up here in front. See the glass with the lines through it? The faint lines? And then on the outside, it's got another layer of actual grill, bars, which are huge, which I would have loved to have turned these windows into barred windows anyway. And here we go. It's already there, done for us. This looks freaking perfect. It's a little bigger than I would like, as I've said, but... Plus, all these washing machines in here, all these washing machines and dryers are lootable. Every single one of them. Holy crap. That's like 30 different lootable stuff. 60. 60 lootable containers in this building. Wow. I don't like the sign up top. That's going to cause us problems, but that can be dealt with. I like it. Yeah, guys, I'm making the call here. I'm going to pull the trigger. We've got work to do on this base, but I think there's a lot of potential with this building. These are actually brick, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, 2,500 hit points on all these blocks, which is a lot for a starter base. That's plenty for a starter base. We can upgrade that with cement later, but for now, that's a good starting point for week 1. So all that remains now, guys, I'm going to have to make probably a couple of trips back and forth to... Shoot, you know what I should do? Let's go up to the roof right now and build some storage up there. I wonder if I have any nails on me. No, all our nails are back there. Let's build one. So we can't build a large storage chest up here on the roof, which would be ideal. I don't want to attract... I was just saying I don't want to attract this zombie's attention because at this point we do have to start thinking about the time frame. We've got a day and a half, or 2.5. At this point, call it 2 days before the horde comes. So we've got a lot of work to do in the next 2 days, but it's doable. This is, you know, thank you for people who've provided feedback about, you know, you need to do better with your time management, but this is, in my opinion, effective time management. Let me just craft a storage chest. This is, in my opinion, efficient time management. We know that we've had enough time, let's put that there, to find a good base, to find the base that we wanted to build on. I'm going to put everything in here for now. Yeah, let's just put everything in there for now so that we don't have to make multiple trips back to the original base. In fact, I may even unload some stuff from my toolbar so that the toolbar can be used as storage as we move stuff over from the other base. We won't need the bone shiv, we won't need the wrench. I may need the rest of this stuff in an emergency, so we'll hang on to it. But that's 4 more slots for us to pick stuff up back at base and bring it over here to our new base. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, you know what? Give me a minute here to make a couple of trips zipping back and forth to base just to get everything from our original base over to this new base, and we'll pick it up in a second. Be right back. All right, guys, we are back at base, and it looks like we're going to be able to do this in one trip. We've gotten everything we can get that we had in this storage chest here. There's no way to reuse these storage chests. Once you put them down, that's it. They're done. And before I'm wildly overloaded. I'm 12 slots over my inventory weight, but as I pick up these wood frame blocks, hopefully I can. Do I have one inventory slot that'll allow me to pick up these wood frame blocks? Maybe not. I may have to make another trip for these. I don't think there's anything that we can really get rid of here unless there's something we can eat or drink. We are thirsty. Let's drink up this pure mineral water. We're also hungry, so we'll drink up the pure mineral water, which will give us more. I dropped off all the rest of the food. So that was kind of a waste of that pure mineral water, but it does give us an inventory slot. I just wanted to mention one thing for noobs, for people who are just playing this for the first time. If you're deconstructing something like this, don't start with the bottom blocks because it's going to cause all the rest of these blocks to collapse and then you lose the blocks. They just become raw wood. So start deconstruction at the top and work your way down. Don't start at the bottom and work your way up. That said, I'm going to speed this back. Inventory is full. No. That said, I'm going to speed this back up again, and I will meet you back over at the new base once I've deconstructed all this. Be right back. Okay, guys, we are back at the new base. Let's get some stuff set up here. Let's put down our bedroll right off the bat. Whoops. Right-click to place the bedroll. And can we actually build a large storage chest here? Let's see. What is it called? Wooden storage furniture. Nails and wood. Oh, we don't have wood. We dropped all the wood in here, but we have room to pick up more of that right now. Let's pick up the wood. Now we can build a large storage chest. That's going to make this a bit easier. A wooden storage / furniture chest. That's going to take 12 seconds to actually craft, and we have no way to pick it up. Let's drop some stuff in here. We're going to... We've got a bunch of, just basic now prep to do. We never built a campfire back on the first base over there. So now at our new base, we'll have a campfire here. Maybe we can do that right now. Yeah. Except we need stones, which are still in the other inventory. Let's place this storage box down. Whoops, sorry. That'll do. And I'm just going to throw everything into there for now, and we'll sort this all out tonight when the sun sets. But for the time being, all we need in our inventory is enough to repair our repair the stone axe, because at this point we have a lot of gathering to do in terms of harvesting natural resources. We want to go out and chop down, we need a lot of wood. We're going to go out and chop down all these trees, which will have the dual benefit of increasing our line of sight around the base so that zombies aren't hidden behind these trees on Horde Night. And also give us the wood that we're going to need to really do some crafting and building here. We also need more stones, I think. That's a huge, huge pile of stone over there that we can use as a resource. This is great, actually. This is great. I'm loving this location. All these vents are going to have to come down, but those will provide us with iron resources. The air conditioners are also going to have to come down with a wrench. That's going to provide us with mechanical parts, maybe some electrical parts, stuff like that. So I think the rest of today is just going to be spent banging on trees and destroying like stuff like, for example, this empty dumpster. This is no benefit to us, especially since we are probably going to put down our land claim block here, which means that resources will not respawn in a radius around the land claim block. So this is just going to be a detriment to us. No help from the empty dumpster. We'll just bang on it until it goes away, and we'll get some iron in the process. We got to eat something. We've just suddenly gotten hungry. But the rest of this day is, as I've said, just going to be about harvesting and cleaning up this area a little bit. So I'm going to fast forward through all this, and we'll pick it up. Well, we'll pick it up if I chop down all these trees, or if night falls and we are going to go up to the roof there. One thing we're going to have to do before the sun sets, couple of arrow feathers, is take off the bottom few rungs of this ladder. I can jump up and grab onto the ladder. Zombies cannot. So if we take off the bottom few rungs of this ladder, that will give us a way up there that the zombies can't use. And then we're also, of course, going to be rebuilding the stairs that we had back on the first two bases, but even more fleshed out. We will actually turn those blocks into stairs. We will toughen them up by reinforcing them with wood and cobblestone. And we'll figure out how we're going to make the best use of this carport here. I'm not sure whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't see any way that it could be a bad thing. Zombies can't get up there. But let's see if we can think about ways to turn this to our benefit. Turn this, put this into use for us. It's wide enough that it could support a reinforced a drawbridge, one of those actual mechanical drawbridges that stretch across. As I showed you on the very first video I did for 7 Days to Die, where I had one on my original base, that we might be able to use that as a reinforced, or excuse me, a drawbridge support. So we'll think about that but for the time being, I'm just going to zip through all the pounding on the trees that I'm going to do here. I'm going to clear all these trees from around the base to improve our lines of sight and pick up a bunch of wood. Be right back. A quick break from the fast forward here, just to point out that so trees get up to 1200 XP. This is a fully grown tree at 1200 XP, but they go through a number of stages. This is a 300 sapling. Then it gets up to 600 as a juvenile tree, up to 1200 as a fully grown tree. Just so you know, I'm not going to let that sapling grow into a full-grown tree. At some point, we're going to replant the seeds. We're getting seeds as we chop down this tree so that we can replant more trees in an eco-friendly way, but also because we're going to need a tree farm to harvest more wood eventually. So all we have to do is figure out where we're going to replant these trees where they're not going to be restricting our line of sight. I'm very hungry and my food is all up in our storage up there. I was saying that you're gonna want to replant these trees. Now I would love to have a tree that's surrounded by, or a base that is surrounded by trees, very pretty and lovely and stuff. But it reduces your line of sight on horde nights. You can't see them coming from as far away. It provides cover and concealment for the zombies, so we want to drop as many of these as we can. And then when we replant them, we want to replant them near enough that we can go out and harvest them as a tree farm. I'm really hungry. All my food's up there. But oh, this is the searchable tree. Cool. What's in here? Just feathers. So there was a bird's nest in this tree. Okay, good. So we want to replant these trees close enough that we can harvest them, but not so close that they're a barrier to our line of sight on Horde nights. So I'm thinking about that building over there. That building is not going anywhere. That's going to be a block to line of sight anyway. So if we plant trees all around the perimeter of that building, that will be a little tree farm for us, but it will not restrict our line of sight any more than the building itself is restricting us. Oh, good. Egg. We need food, actually, so... All right, it's 19. It's, 7 o'clock. We've got a couple more hours till nightfall. No, we've got plenty of hours till nightfall. We are in need of stone. We don't have that much backup stone, and I want to make sure that we have enough for other things that we're going to be building. I could be pounding on this rock right here, but we've got that huge rock on the other side of the building that I don't see any way that's beneficial to us. I don't see that that helps us in any way. I think that we should start actually banging on that other big rock on the other side of the building. Start whittling it down so that it's not in our line of sight forever. But before we do that, let's run upstairs and grab some food. I was going to take down the ladder here, but I think the food is more imperative here. We're so hungry now that we've got 6 sham. Let's eat up a bunch of those. Are there any beverages that will help us improve our food situation here? Because the red tea and the mineral water will give us more food from the stuff that we're about to eat, but I don't think we have any. No. Rats. Okay, so we're just going to have to eat a bunch of sham for now, but at this point we've got lots of eggs to make eggs and bacon. We got lots of eggs, lots of meat to make eggs and bacon. We're not going to waste the daylight hours doing that. We can always do that at night. Okay, our hunger is getting better now. We're still kind of hungry. We've been burning a lot of calories doing all this physical labor here. I think it's getting kind of late now, and I want to have a way to protect ourselves for tonight, so I'm going to have to remove a couple of rungs of the ladder here so that the zombies can't jump to get, we can jump to get up there, but the zombies can't. And this is going to take a while because I don't have a pickaxe, so back to fast forward. Okay, that's good enough. See, now I can't just start climbing this ladder, but I can jump up and start climbing. Zombies can't do that right now. I don't know if that's something that the devs have planned for the zombies to do in the long run, but they can't do it right now. So we'll take advantage of that and have that as a safe way up to our rooftop for the time being. We've got an hour and a half left before night really falls, so a couple more trees coming down. Be right back. We attracted the attention of Cowboy Dave. Let's give him a little pointy stick in the face. He won't mind. He won't mind. He loves it. Oh, he died. I thought you were loving it, dude, but then you died. Sorry. Oh, look at this. A lead outcropping here right next to base, which is great. We love the lead. But even more important, as we dig down here underneath this outcropping, we may encounter other veins of mineable materials. There could be iron ore down there. There could be nitrate down there. There could be other stuff for us to harvest down there. So good to have one indicator right next to base. That's something that we could spend our nights doing. We could make an entrance to a mine right underneath the base, accessible from the roof. That would give us a way to spend our nights relatively risk-free, doing our mining at night and looting during the day is safer, in my opinion. So we'll see how that works out. More fast forward. Okay, let's check how much wood have we actually harvested? 1760. I mean, that's a start. I'm probably going to spend all day tomorrow just chopping wood. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to do. All day tomorrow chopping wood for even more wood. We're going to need more wood because we're going to need to reinforce the steps that we build up to our base. And then we're also going to need to build a bunch of spikes before Horde Night. So we still got a lot of wood harvesting to do. For the time being, we've got 15 pine seeds and 3 oak seeds that we should replant. And I think I am going to go ahead and use this building as a tree farm. Since this building ain't going anywhere, it's going to be blocking our line of sight anyway. We might as well plant our trees here close to base, right around this building. And have an accessible, replenishable source of wood that isn't obstructing our sight lines too much. Man, we still got a lot of seeds left. Let's do it on this. I don't want to do it on this side of the building. Let's do it across the street here. At least this street will give us a 4-block line of sight, uninterrupted line of sight. And then we'll have some trees lining this side of the road for harvesting if we need them. And nightfall's coming now. There's at least one zombie in this building trying to get out. Nightfall. That's the Shotgun Messiah factory right there, right next to our freaking base. Damn, that's so good. We're going to make that a priority now that we've leveled up a bit, so hopefully we're not just finding blunderbuss after blunderbuss after blunderbuss. We'll go for the Shotgun Messiah. If we have any time to spare between now and Horde Night. If not, first priority after Horde Night is clearing this Shotgun Messiah. Get it cleared as quickly as possible, and then depending on the settings that you have chosen in your difficulty options, you could get more goodies there in, a couple of weeks. I think the baseline is 2 weeks for loot to respawn. You can tweak that for more or less. But if we loot it now, we can go back there 2 weeks from now and loot it again and get even better stuff because we will have leveled up a bunch by then too. Okay, but it is nighttime. We should be safe up here. Dogs, my biggest fear, especially at night, cannot get up here with no, they can't climb ladders and such. So let's just see what else we can do for setting up our base for now. We do want to make a campfire here, and I think that we have lots of eggs and raw meat to make a bunch of bacon and eggs, which is just a great, great food. It's going to need some wood as fuel, and then it's going to need the cooking pot that we found. Where's our cooking pots? We've got a grill and we've got 1 cooking pot. I'm going to hang on to that other one because you may need it to make something else later, like the chemistry station. Put the cooking grill on, put the cooking pot on, pick up all the eggs and meat we have. 100 meat! Is it possible we have an even 100 meat? There's probably overflow meat somewhere. Where's the overflow meat? No, we have exactly 100 meat. Okay, I'm good with that. And where'd all our eggs go? 8 eggs, 11 eggs. Honestly, I thought we had 12. No, okay. 11's fine. We'll find another one at some point. For the time being, we can make 5 bacon and eggs, which is great. Now, we've been eating Spam, we've been eating other canned foods for the time being, but you really want the fresh food for the health bonus it gives you. Canned food gives you, replenishes your nutrition, replenishes your hunger, but it gives you a little bit of health as well. Fresh food replenishes your hunger and gives you a lot of health back, restores a lot of health. So we want as much fresh food as possible available going into night, our first Horde night. We've also, even after cooking up all that bacon and eggs, we've still got 75 raw meat on us. So we should probably make some grilled meat here too. Let's make 15 grilled meat. Again, that's fresh food, which is going to replenish more health than the canned food. And tomorrow we'll continue with our base Horde Night base construction. And if we have any extra time, go out and do a little bit of looting. Gosh, I'd love to go and loot that Shotgun Messiah thing before our first Horde Night. We might be able to, we'll definitely find a bunch of ammo, and we may find even better weapons over there. So maybe if we get lucky and do all the rest of this stuff quickly, that is an option. But for now, let's call it an episode, and we'll pick this up tomorrow and continue our Horde base preparation. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy these 7 Days to Die gameplay. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.